ahead of a stacked JD Next Gen show on Saturday night at the East of England Arena. It's a month that kicks off here in Peterborough. We go to Milan, New York, Philadelphia, London, and then back to Liverpool. So it's a busy month live on Sky Sports and DAZN, and these are the kind of cards that are really going to build up the sport of boxing and the new names of boxing in the UK. We're very excited to try a new market here in Peterborough. We're over 2,500 tickets sold, and this man to my right here himself has sold 1,200 of those, so I think he deserves a round of applause just for that. These are the shows, as we know, a lot of the fighters who have been around for a long time, the likes of George Groves recently retired, James DeGale, David Hay, Tony Bellew, all retiring. These are the guys that are going to come through and build up the sport in the UK in the future years. And it's exciting to bring these guys in and give them the chance, the likes of Jordan Gill, to headline his own show. And this is really what the JD series is all about. And we'd also like to say thank you to our partners, Sky Sports, for their support in bringing this JD Next Gen series to life. A huge card, as I say, stacked from top to bottom. And we're going to start by talking to a couple of the undercard fighters. Firstly, we're going to go to Kieran Conway. Kieran, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. How are you feeling ahead of Saturday night's fight?
I feel good. I had a nice long training camp for this one. And my last performance weren't too good. It started putting doubts into people's heads. So this one, I'm here to make a statement and get a job done. And then I'm aiming for titles by the end of this year, at super welter or middle. Either way, we're looking for titles this year, so it's good.
Thanks very much. Also a local lad on the card on Saturday, Joe Steed. Joe, welcome as well. Saturday night, your fight, and you're going to be on Sky Sports. How do you feel?
Yeah, I can't wait to show my skills. Training camp's gone well. Also, it's been nice and local, so got some good support coming down. I can't wait to get the job done and then move on from there.
Great, thanks very much, guys. As well as Bradley Smith, who couldn't make it today, is another guy who's going to be on the undercard of Saturday night show. And again, it's great to show these young talents who are going to come through and in the future build their way up, and I'm sure we'll be wanting to headline these shows in years to come. We'll now go to our Sky Sports Facebook fights. Some great talents on there on Saturday night, and we're looking forward to seeing again John Doherty back out in action. He boxed on our February 2nd show, Ted Cheeseman's undercard at the O2, and he's looking for 4 knockouts, 4 fights. John, thanks for coming. How do you feel ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I've had a very good camp. I've had like John Ryder sparring. I've got a good journeyman, very slick, and he's not been stopped very much. So the dog's going on a hunt for another knockout, and hopefully I can get 4 knockouts in a row. I'm looking forward to Saturday night and looking for a big performance.
Thanks. And also, you're obviously in Tony Sims' gym, training with some great talents, and Ricky Burns, who's another star of Scotland, who I'm sure you aim in the future years to headline one of these next gen shows. How has that helped your career and your development, and also keeping active? How do you feel?
Definitely, he's in the gym every day with me. Every session I do, he's always there. When I'm doing the runs, he's always pushing. When you look at him there, he wants to do extra all the time. I know that's why he's reason obviously he's world champion. And I got some, obviously I played the PlayStation with him, and he's said he's going to come up and watch me. He doesn't have to come up in training camp, he's just coming up here to watch me. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I can put a show on for him.
Thanks very much, John. Looking forward to hopefully seeing another knockout performance, and that's that's our first fight live on Sky Sports Facebook on Saturday night. Now we'll go over to QAIS ASHFAQ. QAIS, you've joined us. This will be your 5th fight. You came through from the Team GB. You're an amateur standout there, and how are you finding the programs?
Yeah, the programs I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a good time in training. I'm enjoying boxing. And like I say, a happy fighter, a dangerous fighter. And I've been getting better every single fight. I've had a good camp this camp. This kid's he's a good opponent this time. He's been around, he's got world champion, he's had 30-odd fights. Got a good to be fair, he's got more stoppages than I've had fights. So that shows there how talented and how experienced he is. But he just knows a step another hurdle in the way, and what we do is we get over them hurdles, and that's what I've got to do Saturday night.
Thanks. And obviously with your amateur pedigree coming through the GB camp, do you feel you'll move much quicker and look for titles towards the back end of this year?
Yeah, without a doubt. As you can see already, you're pushing me quite fast. Like this kid's a very experienced fighter. But yeah, I'm ready whenever my coach, my management, and you guys are ready. And let's push on. I want to get to where the rest of the Olympians are now. And it's my second year as a pro, and I want to be on the same level and get better and better every single fight.
Thanks very much, Kez. As I say, great to have Kez and John Doherty on our Facebook Live section, and Joe Kieran and Bradley Smith kicking off the undercard on Saturday night. It's going to be a great atmosphere in there, and this is really the experience these guys need as they build up and look to headline these shows moving forward. Now we'll come on to our televised card, which, as I say, these JD Next Gen shows are really here to build these fighters into the stars of tomorrow. Build on to here into our Saturday Fight Night Live Sky shows, and then on to our pay-per-view shows, which is, I'm sure, everyone's aim within boxing. To begin with, I'm going to go across to Lee Wood's opponent. Lee, you fight for a Commonwealth title on Saturday night, and firstly I'd like to speak to Abraham Bonser, who's here with Kofi. Kofi, you translate for us?
Yes, we'll do that.
How does Abraham feel taking on Saturday night Lee Wood, who's a standout fighter and fighting in his hometown?
I just want everyone to understand that once I'm here, I'm on a mission and I came for a title. It doesn't matter how many people know Lee Wood, I will take that title away.
Thank you very much, Kofi. Thank you, Abraham. Lee, coming on to you, it's been a long time coming for a title shot, and on Saturday night you get to fight for the Commonwealth title. Are you excited to fight for the Commonwealth belt? And also, you sell a number of tickets, so I'm sure you'll have a huge support in there on Saturday. Does that get you going for ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, I'm very excited, very excited, and that's fighting talk where I'm from. That is, so I'm sure it'll be a great fight on Saturday night. Yeah, I'm excited. Just thank Dave for delivering fast this fight for me. Jordan played his part in making it possible in matchroom boxing as well. Yeah, it's been hard the last year, and fights falling through and things not happening for me. I was getting quite down, a bit upset, tears were shed, you know. But I'm here now. Now I'm being trained by Ian Grant. He's had me all over. He's had me down Wales. I've been in Nottingham, Sheffield training. He's even had me down at the National Space Centre, training at zero gravity. It's the only place we can get sparring for me down there. But yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm happy. I'm excited. I put in all the hard work. I'm flying. I just want to get in there now and show everyone what I'm about.
That's great. As you say, you recently signed with Dave Colwell, I believe, as your manager. I think a lot of the guys in his gym have came through. You know, Jordan's been very active recently. Do you feel having that activity and after Saturday night's fight, that's going to help you move on and step on quickly to bigger and better titles after this?
Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting a hard fight on Saturday night, and I've trained for a hard fight Saturday night. I'm not looking past it, but after this fight, I want to be really busy. I want to be fighting again 2 or 3 times this year if possible. But yeah, my eyes are on Saturday night. I'm just going to enjoy myself, to be honest, because when you've done all the hard work, you know it's there, you know you've got it inside you, so I'm just going to enjoy it.
Great, thanks very much. Thanks very much for that, Lee. Now moving on to probably one of the stars of American boxing who we recently signed. Anthony Sims Jr. joins us here. Been very active recently. He steps up, he's fighting in the super middleweight division, and he steps up on Saturday night's fight against Matteo Veron. Matteo, great to have you here. I think we've got a translator who's going to translate. Great, as you say, great to have you here. How does it feel being in the UK, fighting Anthony Sims Jr., also not in his hometown? Do you feel that you're going to have any advantage there fighting him in the UK?
Bueno, primero, Mateo, bienvenido a Inglaterra. ¿Cómo son los sentimientos antes de hacer este combate contra Anthony Sims? Él no está en su feudo, no está en su ciudad nativo tampoco, entonces, ¿esto te presenta alguna ventaja?
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes. No, en principio me gusta el desafío y Y bueno, habla mucho del récord de SIMS, pero ya no me asusta nada, creo, a esta altura del partido. Estamos bien entrenados, con una buena preparación, así que nos veremos la cara el sábado y que gane el mejor o el que tenga más suerte.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm really excited about this challenge that's coming up, and I'm not scared at all in any way whatsoever. I think I've trained really, really well. Looking forward to the bout, and let's let the best man win.
And also Matteo's been in with a lot of tough tests over the year. How does he compare Anthony Sims Jr. to some of the other fighters he's recently faced?
Has tenido unos combates muy importantes recientemente. ¿Cómo se puede comparar Anthony Sims contra otros boxeadores con quien has luchado, has boxeado?
Y la verdad que bueno, es un buen boxeador, estilista, sí, por lo poco que pude ver. Pero bueno, estamos todos en la misma carrera con el sueño intacto siempre de llegar al máximo en este deporte. Y hay que pasar por todos los estados emocionales y en pelea arriba del ring.
He's a very good boxer. In terms of, I think we share the same ambitions and beliefs in this industry. You know, we all want to go as far as we possibly can. I think it's going to be a very emotional occasion on Saturday night.
Thank you very much, thank you Matteo. Now across to the entertainer, Anthony Sims Jr. Anthony, it's great to have you in the UK again. You boxed here previously when we first signed you in August, when you boxed in Cardiff, and you've built a real fan base over here. Do you feel that the activity you've had after a long period out of the ring has helped you and will carry you on developing and moving quickly now you're back?
Well, before I answer that question, I want to thank Matchroom, Eddie Hearns, Next Gen for having me. To all my Latin fans, gracias para todos los latinos. All my Armenian fans, bada, voce, shout love. All my German fans, absolutely, it's great to be back. It's like my second home. I love being here. Love all my Portugueses out here. I see you, lemon squeezing brothers. I see you. I'm basically a Brit now. So, that's it.
And very entertaining. And obviously moving to super middleweight, how do you feel you're going to perform at that weight? And there's some big fights out there in the division. Who are you looking for as you step through the ranks?
Anyone that knows me knows that when I look at a fighter, I'm not specific about names or build or ethnicity, where they're from. They have 2 legs and 2 arms just like me. I just plan to move up, take my time, stay in my groove, stick and move, and build myself as a fighter. Anyone that knows that Rome wasn't built within one night. So anything worth having takes time, so I'm doing the same with my career.
And do you feel coming to the UK, taking these trips and fighting in different places is going to stand you in good stead as you, as I say, move up through the super middleweight division? Do you feel that's going to help you as you take on the tougher tests as you move along?
I think it's going to help me in a major way. I mean, the way I'm feeling right now, sweet as a nut, Mike. Sweet as a nut. Like I said, there's levels to it. Marvin Hagler, Shea Leonard, Ali. Not that I'm anywhere close to these fighters, but these fighters became legendary. It took time, so I'm doing the same.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Look forward to seeing you back in the ring on Saturday night. Next, we're going to move to our chief support, which is a hugely entertaining domestic clash in a division that's very exciting right now. The winner of this fight can go on to some big fights for the WBA title and can move on to fights with the likes of Lawrence Okoli, who's really built up in the UK over the years. Firstly, I'm going to go across to Tommy McCarthy. Tommy, thank you for coming over. Thank you for being here today. How do you feel ahead of Saturday night's bout and facing Richard?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the opportunity. I feel good. I'm happy to be here. I feel very confident. I've been waiting for the past 2 years on this opportunity to be on this stage. My career got off to a very good start, and then it was like stop-start. So I'm finally back where I belong, fighting in championship fights and on TV. And it's an opportunity that I'm not gonna let slip. I'm determined. I'm ready. I've been looking world class in the gym. I feel world class. So I'm excited.
Thanks. And do the potential fights, the likes of Lawrence Okoli, do they drive you on to get the win on Saturday night and then build up in the Cruiserweight division and take some of the big names on?
Yeah, 100%. Lawrence is cleaned up domestically, and about a few years ago, he wasn't even a pro, and I was like leading the pack of the Cruiserweight. So, you know, this fight against Richard, a win here, puts me back in contention for a big fight with Lawrence and beyond. You know what I mean? But I'm not looking past Richard, because I know, you know, Richard's undefeated and he's gonna come and he's hungry. But I just feel that it's all down to me, what happens on the net. I have to perform. If I perform to my best, then I'm gonna win. You know, if I don't perform, then it could go tits up. But excuse my language. But it won't. I'm feeling good. And you know, I just wanna bring my best on fighting.
Thanks very much, Tommy. And Richard, coming across to you, as you say, had a great career so far, undefeated. Saturday night, so it's probably your toughest test of the day against Tommy McCarthy. You ready and looking forward to fighting Saturday and then moving on from there?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank my manager, Dillian White, for getting me this opportunity. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, and it's like a dream come true. Like, this is like coming from boxing on small hall shows, your call, now on the big stage, fought on a few Dillian White undercards, fought on the Tony Bellew versus Usyk undercard, and I won my first title against Sam Hyde in Manchester. Listen, it's a dream come true, and I've become like a reference to a lot of people all over the world that, you know, if you dedicate yourself and strive for greatness, it could come true with a lot of discipline and sacrifice. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm looking forward to the challenge, and where I want to go, I need to take these challenges and deal with them accordingly. It's very important. Just a thing, what I've noticed is that the grass is green on the other side, but the water bill is higher. So, meaning that there's a lot of sacrifice that comes into this, and if you want to stay at this level, you have to keep on grinding. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this challenge, looking forward to fighting Tommy. He said I'm a big novice, and he's right, he's absolutely right. I'm a big novice with big power, big heart, big will, big desire, big ambitions, and we're gonna leave the ring with our hands raised, you know, by any means necessary.
And do you feel, as you said, you box on some huge shows, do you feel that your fight against Sam Hyde for your first title stands you in good stead? You know, the pressure that was on you there on that pay-per-view show, do you feel that that's helped you and the people you're around, the likes of Dillian White, has that helped you and will help you sort of build on from this point?
Certainly, like, it was a tough fight. Everybody that watched that fight saw how difficult it was for me, but we found a way to get the victory in the end. And it kind of set me up and just showed me what it feels like to fight, you know, undefeated fighters that have a lot of heart and courage and will do anything to win. And it's kind of giving me that experience. I learned a lot from that fight, which I'm going to take into this next fight on Saturday. So just looking forward to it.
And firstly, Tommy, how do you feel the fight's going to go on Saturday night? What do you see happening?
I'm definitely going to win. That's the way I see it. I've been waiting too long for this opportunity. I've been training too hard, and you know, no disrespect to Richard. What he's done in such a limited experience has been very good. But you know, this is my time. I've been boxing from I was 12. I'm 28 now. I've dedicated everything. I've dedicated my whole life to this sport. So you know, it's now to start bringing rewards for my hard work. And you know, as I said about 100 times now, I can't let this opportunity slip.
And Richard, how do you see it Saturday night? How do you see you getting the win?
I see myself getting a win, maybe by knockout. I'm not too sure. It depends how I just kind of just relax and warm into things, really. But I see myself getting a win 100% this Saturday, by any means necessary.
Thanks very much, guys. That's a very exciting chief support ahead of our main event, which we'll go on to now. You know, these two guys, Jordan Gill, he's an exciting prospect who's going to build up, as we say, use this platform to build up through the ranks. And with the flag bearers of British boxing retiring, he's the type of guy who can really come through and take over with these headline shows. Firstly, we'll talk to your opponent, Emmanuel. Great to have you here. Thank you for coming. Do you feel that the fights you've been in and the people you've fought in the past will stand you in good stead to take on Jordan Gill, who's been active, but you know it's a real step up in his career?
Entonces, primero, bienvenido, gracias por acudir aquí. ¿Consideras, con toda la experiencia que tienes y los rivales contra quien has boxeado, has peleado, te va a servir de buena experiencia para aceptar el reto de combatir con Jordan?
Buen día para todos, primeramente. Es para mí un honor estar aquí con ustedes en Inglaterra. Es mi primera vez aquí, que es la primera vez que piso tierras británicas y estoy muy contento, agradecido con Thompson Boxing y Matchroom Boxing por darme la oportunidad. Y es importante cada uno de los combates que he tenido en México, porque en realidad allá son boxeadores duros. Entonces yo creo que la experiencia que tengo o que traigo allá de México es importantísima para presentar este combate. Y vengo más que nada con hambre de triunfo para llevarme un cinturón más a casa.
First of all, it's really nice to be here. Thanks for the welcome. It's been great since I've arrived here. I can tell you this is the first time I've set foot on English soil, British soil should I say, so that's fantastic, thank you very much. And I'd like to thank the promoters of the event, Matchroom on Saturday night, for this fantastic opportunity that you've given me. In terms of how you approach this fight, I think the experience that I've gained fighting in Mexico, every fight that I've had in Mexico has been against a real tough opponent. I think that's very, very important that you've got that kind of backstory, if you like, and I think that those tough opponents have helped me to gain this massive hunger that I've got to come here and try and win and maybe carry off that belt back home to Mexico on Saturday.
Thanks, Emmanuel. And also, as I said earlier, we're going to have over 2,500 people in there. Jordan Gill with his local support. How will you deal with that? And do you think that will spur you on to get the win on Saturday?
Algo de inspiración y dar un aliciente más, el hecho de que estás en un aforo con 2.500 personas, aficionados más o menos, la mayoría a favor de él. ¿Esto sirve de algo de inspiración para que empujes más para ganar el título, el cinturón?
Claro que sí, porque venimos a dar la sorpresa. Estoy seguro que vamos a llevarnos una victoria a casa y mi familia es lo que me inspira a salir adelante. Tengo un sueño, es ser campeón mundial. Jordan tiene la clasificación que yo quiero para dar un paso más a ese sueño.
Of course, it will serve as an extra inspiration and help to drive me on. We're over here to try and create a surprise. I'm sure I can win on Saturday night. I have a huge inspiration in the form of my family and the people close to me. It's a real dream. It'll be a dream of mine to become world champion. And I think Jordan for sure really represents a step up in class for me, something which I'm really looking forward to. And as I say, I hope I can win that belt on Saturday evening.
Thank you very much. And now over to Jordan Gill. Jordan, as Emmanuel said, this is a step up in class for him. Do you see this as a real step up for you as well, when this is what you need to develop your career and move from here into those bigger fights and world titles along the line?
100%. This is a really big step on the ladder for me. To be headlining in Peterborough, so close to my hometown, is a dream come true, and to have such a good card behind me is a dream come true as well. So thanks to Matchroom, thanks to Eddie, thanks to Frank, thanks to Dave Colwell, my manager. You know, we worked very hard to get here. It's been a long road, and I'm just really excited. I've had so much support locally. Everyone's coming out to watch it, and it's a good arena. It's like a big tin shed, and it's got a low ceiling, so there's going to be plenty of noise in there. And I'm looking forward to soaking up the atmosphere.
Do you feel fighting at home in front of the crowd you will be fighting in is going to add added pressure to you?
Not so much added pressure. I think the crowd's going to lift me. I'm looking forward to soaking up the atmosphere. I'm not sure how I'm going to react, but I'm going to go out and enjoy it.
And obviously this fight for the WBA International belt, is that something that excites you as you step up, move through the rankings, and step up into these bigger fights. Sure, that's where you want to go. You won the Commonwealth title and it's Ryan Doyle in a great fight, but this is obviously stepping on for you, and that excites you.
Yeah, definitely. I think when I beat Ryan Doyle in the fashion that I did, it made a lot of people in the business stand up and take notice. A lot of people expected me to get beat, and I knew in my heart that I'd do what I did. And for me, this is another step on the ladder and another step forward. So to get a WBA top 15 ranking will be great, and we can push on and see what happens after that. But my sights are firmly set on Emmanuel Dominguez on Saturday night. I think it's going to be a hard fight. I'm expecting 12 rounds of action. They breed them tough in Mexico. You know, if you're a top 10 Mexican, then there's a good chance that you're world class. So I'm expecting a tough fight. I've trained hard. I've prepared diligently, and let's go to war. Let's have it.
Great, thanks very much, Jordan. That's an exciting main event and an exciting card on Saturday. We start at 5 o'clock. The Facebook Live fight starts at 6, and we're live on Sky Sports from 7 p.m. I'd like to say a big thanks, obviously, to our broadcast partners, Sky Sports and DAZN, for helping us bring these events to the fans, as well as our sponsors, JD, William Hill, StubHub, and we can't wait for Saturday night. Thank you all for being here, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Thank you.
I have to say something.
Sorry, yes, go ahead.
I got a problem. Okay, I was going to keep it in, but I have to say it. So everybody knows that I'm a magician, and I like my old school funk. You know, my short trunks, my boxing shoes, my tassels. Well, guess who else has tassels on their boxing shoes, man?
I had tassels on my boxing shoes before he was announcing his card. You're going to get a big shot when you see my shorts as well. Oh, they look good. They look better.
Wait a minute. Now, I've been wearing crunk shorts in white, white, red, and blue for some years now.
It's funny you should say that, because mine look a little bit similar.
Okay. Oh, I guess we got two Jordan Gills now. I thought it's might as well say it before you see it, because the good thing is you're gonna see me first. So he's the copycat.
That's true, but they save the best till last.
It's not propagation.
What we do, we'll both go out, we'll both do what we do, we'll wear what we wear, and then what you can do is decide, we'll put it to a vote, Frank can put it on his Instagram, we can vote who wore it better, the magician or the thrill.
I've been told my tassels are bigger.
And if it's a 50-50 vote, then we're going to have a dance.
All right, make sure you vote.
Disculpen, aquí el protagonismo me lo llevo yo porque me voy a llevar la victoria. Parece que es buena pelear, pero aquí el protagonismo se lo llevo a México.
You might be talking about what everyone's wearing and who's deciding wearing the best thing, but I'm going to be the hero at the end of the day, because I'm going to carry the title back to Mexico. I'm not bothered about what you wear. It's all about winning the battle.
Pero amigo, no aporta ahora, okay? No tengo tiempo para ti. When I talk, baby, okay?
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for coming to see you Saturday.